As reported on the 18th of November, a misconduct hearing was due to start for Officer A from Cleveland Police, who didn't make one lewd remark or one inappropriate touch of a colleague. Oh no, this one is up on 16 offences. Those are: 1. Officer A made a comment about Officer X suggesting that she was going to use a sex toy when she got home. 2. Officer A told Officer X that she liked being woken up in the morning with a sex act. 3. Officer A suggested Officer X had a sexy nurse outfit at home. 4. Officer A made comments to Officer X about female celebrities' breasts, stating that he would cop a feel. 5. Having completed a bleep test, Officer X told Officer A that he was fit because he had gone on for ages, to which he replied, "I can do that in bed too," or similar words. 6. Officer A made a comment about breasts to Officer Y when she was talking about her primary school teachers, saying, "The question is, Officer Y, did she have a nice pair?" or similar words. 7. Officer A sent text messages to Officer Y suggesting she was going to use her handcuffs on her fella, making her feel uncomfortable. 8. In Officer Y's presence, Officer A said to a male officer, "I know you've got a girlfriend and that, but do you ever walk down the street and see some fit lass and give it a proper look?" or similar words. 9. Officer A upset Officer Z by making a comment about what he thought were self-harm scars on her arm. 10. Officer A made a sexual comment to Officer Z stating, "I don't like banging 3 birds at once, I only do twosomes," or similar words, making her feel uncomfortable. 11. When paired with Officer Z in a domestic abuse exercise, Officer A commented upon her appearance by looking her up and down and saying, "Well, I'm fucking punching, aren't I?" or similar words, and laughed, making her feel uncomfortable. And 12. Officer A made a comment to Officer Z about her having sticky fingers and laughed, making Officer Z feel that his comment was sexual. On top of that lot, he is also said to have behaved in a physically inappropriate and or sexualised manner towards his colleagues, which include: 1. Officer A tried to tickle Officer Y around her stomach area. 2. On 2 occasions, Officer A physically lifted Officer Y up into the air, despite her telling him not to. 3. On 1 occasion, Officer A came up behind Officer Y as she was standing with her hands on her hips and tried to place her in a restraint hold. And 4. During a self-defence training class, Officer A pushed his groin into Officer Y's bottom whilst she was bent over. He's certainly been a very busy boy, and certainly seems to have learned from the best, although he did forget to wait until he was fully initiated plod before being inappropriate. He might have got a little more protection that way. Anyway, Officer A's misconduct hearing has begun this week, covering all of the incidents which occurred over just a 6-week period, in which the panel were told he became increasingly more sexualised in his behaviour as the training continued. The first female constable to give evidence today is said to have been fighting back tears as she recounted the incident where Officer A pressed his pecker up against her arse. She said, "I just wanted it to stop because I was shouting stop. They thought I was just engaging in the training and he wouldn't stop. That was the scariest part. He just wouldn't stop. I wanted it to stop, but it just wouldn't." She said that she told other trainees about what had happened and they told her to report it. Stephen Morley, representing Cleveland Police for the hearing, said the officer made a comment suggesting that a second trainee officer was going to use a vibrator when she got home. The accused officer also made a number of sexualised comments about her having a sexy nurse outfit at home. Guy Ladenburg, representing Officer A, said his client was a socially awkward character and had left a WhatsApp group when an unflattering picture of him was used as a group icon image. Diddums. Did someone use a picture of you on a WhatsApp group? Woo, boo-hoo. Pathetic fucking creature trying to blame his behaviour on that. What a cretin. The hearing is in its first days and so there is little more to say at the moment, but I will certainly bring you more when I can.